Ah yes, it's still the month of Crash, so for my countdown till the Insane Trilogy comes out on the Switch, I'm going to review the Game Boy Advance Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. I already did a review of Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, so it'd be nice if you check it out, and just slip $1 million into my Patreon, that'd be nice too. But now it's time for Crash Bandicoot 2 N-Trance, the sequel to that game. The story goes that Uka Uka is pissed at Neo Cortex because quite frankly he's useless at this taking over the universe and stopping Crash Bandicoot thing. So he goes to N-Trophy for some advice. And N-Trophy decides that in order to beat Crash and his friends, he needs to brainwash them and make them join their side. He creates a guy called N-Trance. And guess what he does? He hypnotizes people. Wow, they're really getting good with these names. I wonder what they'll think of next. Captain Rimjob? He, I don't know, gives you a rim job? The possibilities are endless. So Crunch and Coco get brainwashed. Also, I was wondering, what the hell is Crunch? Apparently he's from a game called Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex, which I played a long time ago. I never completed it. They then try to brainwash Crash, but Aku Aku manages to pull him out. And for some reason they get his alter ego. It's like some fake evil Crash. It never explains why. And then Aku Aku's like, there are some crystals at this place we can use to reverse the effects or whatevs. That's the story. Once again, it's Oscar-worthy material. Now this one plays pretty similar to The Huge Adventure. Of course, there are different level themes and whatnot, but it's a bit more linear with its level progression. They add a new section where you're inside some ball. This is taken directly from The Wrath of Cortex. But then the rest of the levels seem to be straight from Crash Bandicoot 3. And the level design is mostly the same. They add these magic carpet parts and these helicopter twirly thingies, whatever the hell that is, to just give a bit more variety. Now the polar bear levels have been replaced with these water ski ones where you get chased by this shark throughout. Holy crap, this is some scary stuff. If I was a kid, I would have had nightmares. And the jetpack levels have been replaced with space ones, where you are, I guess, free falling. I don't know. You get chased by a flame for some reason and you got what looks like a lifesaver attached to you. There are the bonus gems. There is a red, blue and green gem in some of the levels. They take you down some alternative path that's more challenging. If you collect them, you get bonus levels. They're hard but fair in challenge. What improvements does this game make? Now there's an actual tutorial so I don't have to look up on the internet on how to do moves. There's no parts where you're like, what am I meant to do? There's just a little bit more variety in the levels. As I mentioned, the magic carpet and helicopter parts add to it. The music is better. Listen to this. This is some rave music here. It's awesome and I love the volcano music. It's so good. It's just Collecting coloured gems adds extra challenge. I found that stuff a lot more interesting than destroying all the boxes or doing some time trial mode. It was a lot of fun. Some of the boss fights are cool. It's a little bit better than The Huge Adventure. However, it still has a lot of the same problems. It still struggles to be engaging. Maybe they should have created a character called N-Gage. It repeats level themes too often and they only change slightly like in the ball levels. They're pretty much exactly the same but they add one little obstacle to each one. It's like, it's not enough to keep it surprising. Once again the difficulty spikes high quite quickly since it's a very short game. And once again with the double jump, you still have to do it at the peak though it felt easier to pull off. If you do the bare minimum, it's only a slightly better game, but if you go for the green, blue and red diamonds, then the game is a lot more worth your time. And holy crap, there's a secret final boss and damn is he hard. Also I thought when you fight N-Trance, the normal final boss, that he was hard, but he's actually pretty easy once you figure out the right strategy. One more thing, in these Arab Arabian levels there's these ropes that you can't climb up normally, you have to jump instead, and then if you stay too long, Crash slides down. It's awkward the way it works. There was one part where I was trying to get a green gem and my gosh, it was frustrating as hell. I don't know why they didn't make you climb up normally. Crash can hold onto monkey bars forever, but if he holds onto rope for too long, he slides off. How does that make any logical sense? I know it's a video game, but it's inconsistent with its rules. That's the only gameplay part that I found frustrating. Would I recommend? Yes I would, but only if you go for the coloured gems afterwards. If you do the bare minimum, you'll probably be disappointed, unless you really like the first game. So what I'm saying is that I would recommend this, but don't trade your soul for it or anything like that. Just emulate it and have some fun. It's an okay game. Are the Crash Bandicoot games for the Game Boy Advance going to be the most okay games ever made? The most kind of games? Find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.